Thank you guys that are still for watching and supporting, and maybe you're not supporting, but at least we're here together. You know, I look at the comments and I take it in, I reflect. Am I being too harsh? Am I being too lenient? You know, that's why when I come to look at my questions, it's repeating itself. I don't want the Honourable Tulepa to feel like a broken record by just repeating the same issues. He has the antidote to fix it all up. The question may come and arise like, why doesn't he say it? Why doesn't he talk about it and say, yeah, like, you know, why don't he just share it? You got to see it for what it is. You don't show your cards, you know, because then you can get taken advantage of. And also, he's not the one in power. He lost the power, so he's respected that. So as his experience as the head of the country over the years, he's learnt a lot, and he's still learning at the moment, but he's learning to be the opposition right now. And he's just continuing to call out the BS. Hey, you're not doing the right thing. Hey, you're not doing the right thing. And so to a lot of people, it can trigger them, but I mean, that's his job as an opposition leader. Like, he has to kind of call out the corruption, or if it's out of line, it's out of line, especially from someone from his experience. But unfortunately, we have risen a new age of online trolls and online keyboard warriors that have come online, and they've just thought they can do this cancel culture and comment and say all this stuff against somebody like Tulepa and think that they're going to cancel them out. But he's not going to be cancelled because he's not fazed by this leftist mentality. These are the type of people you see in, you know, you see people, you know, they're just far left. It's just crazy, the stuff that they say. It is what it is. It's come to that reality. But it's really a shame to see our own Islander people have a massive group that just think they can just run their mouth online and say all these disgusting things they will never say in real life, just online. And they feel good about themselves, you know, and it's just sad because when you bring that culture in and then you blur it with politics, people are so confused. But these people, they're just out of control online, but in real life, they're not like that. And I love one of the also Stephen Setsu. Man, this guy, Stephen Setsu, Samoan influencer. I saw a video of him and he was saying,
people in the comment section saying, Stephen, we are Samoans. We don't talk about each other's mom. So are you saying that just because he's Samoan, I don't talk about his mom? Hey, I don't care if you're Maori, Cook Island, Papua New Guinea, anything. I'll talk about your mom. It's the internet. The internet has no rules. People in my comment section saying, why would you talk about his mom? Are the same people I see in other people's comment sections when they talk about my mom. And they're laughing. They're laughing when they talk about my mom. It's the internet. The internet has no rules.
What he was saying in that video, it's so true. There is no rules. That's why people can just say so many ugly, yuck things online. But then, where does the balance of righteousness come into it? You know, there's no righteousness. It's just like a mush pit. You know those demonic concerts. You see those gothic people, and then they got this big crowd in the middle of the dance floor, and then they're just pushing each other in the middle, and it's just everyone punching someone, and then they'll run over here, and then someone will come and you'll get punched on the side here. It's like that online. It's like a big mush pit that we live in our society, and people are scared to get into that mush pit because they don't want to get hit, so they all stay quiet. To be clear and honest, what we're talking about with politics, it actually disguises corruption. Because if there's something that's corrupt that's been done and no one's talking about it, like the media and stuff, the mush pit would kind of like scare anyone else from saying something. Because they might get hit. They might get, hey, shut up, who are you, blah, blah, blah. And then another person just comes in, hey, what are you doing? And just saying all these hurtful things and ganging up on people. And then what really gets stamped out is the truth. So then who fails at the end? It's us. We fall ourselves as Samoans. We fall. And we sometimes fall into that category, but we don't mean to. Like, for example, for myself, you know, when the Blues versus the Maroons, and Laurie Daly had a lot of people criticizing him. And even myself, some of his moves that he's made as a coach, I was really like annoyed, you know, like, man, what are you doing? I didn't message any personally to him, but people did. People like fully vented what they thought about Laurie Daly, the coach of New South Wales, and they fully gave it to him, and they went personal, they went deep. And like a lot of people were like saying, man, that's too deep, man. Like, that's just stupid. It's the same thing happening here with the politics of Samoa. It's just this bullying mentality. But, you know, it was a bit of sweetness because I'm a New South Wales fan and we got the win and we absolutely smashed the Maroons. And, you know, I was happy for Laurie as well and for his achievement to kind of prove us all wrong. If it wasn't for those people that are being so negative, you know, it wouldn't be such a big issue. But then there was a real sort of happiness for myself, for Laurie, and a lot of people.
You know, there's times there when you think some things are quite personal, and I just don't think there's a need to do that. And I think that says a lot about those people that report that way.
Because it's almost like all those mean people saying all this stuff to him, personally, to him on comments and stuff. And then for him to get the win, it was just a good ending to the State of Origin. And so that's the same thing here for us Samoans. We've got to get out of that mush pit mentality. It's a bullying mentality. You should not be doing anything and saying these things online at all.